Well, welcome back to Over the Hill Adventures, and today we are going to do something new, and we are going to put airbags in our 2022 Chevrolet Silverado 2500HD turbo diesel. So why airbags? Airbags are not going to help you on your payload. Your payload is your payload. What your truck can tow is what your truck can tow. What it will do is stabilize your truck. It will also balance it out a little bit when it's under load. It will also give you that continuous gait in your truck. So usually your truck is about 2 inches lower in the front than it is in the back. So you can stabilize that and level that out. So you've always got the same gait. You've always got the headlights pointing in the same way. You've always has the pressure on the front of the truck in the same place for braking. So there's just a bunch of benefits for it. Today we're going to install the Airlift 7500 XL. It's an easy install. The last time I took a lot of heat for not showing you how I did it on my last truck, so we're going to show it to you this time. We're only going to show it one time on one side because they're both the same on both sides on how you install it. The only difference is that you do put a heat shield on the exhaust side for the airbag, so we'll show you that too. So come with us. First thing, we need to prepare the truck. This thing right here, we're going to have to remove this thing. You just take it, and this has got to come out just like that. The next thing we're going to need to take off is the ABS. You're not going to need that bolt again, but we do have to find it. I don't know where it went. It went around here someplace, but I'll find it later. Just get that out of the way. So that's what you need to do to start preparing. Let's go up top, and we're going to show you these few little tricks that I use to make it easier to install. All right, the Airlift Load Lifter 7500 XL comes with a complete set of instructions for all the specs and torques and all that you need. Make sure you follow your installation guide on which way things need to go. So let's begin building our airbag system. First of all, we're going to get this plate, and we're going to put that plate on top of there like that. And then we are going to screw this in. This is the air valve. Especially when you see copper fitting, always screw it in by hand first. Feel it. This is the air hose that comes with your airbags. Now, they call them air springs. I call them airbags. So, but they're very easy, and they're almost like plug and play. They gave you more than enough to use. But basically, these have 2 valves on both sides, so you're going to cut this in half. Okay, and then once you have to have a clean cut, you can't be messing around. You can't use scissors or anything. You gotta have a clean cut, and then on your clean cut, you just plug it in once you've routed it inside your truck and where you want it, and you just place it in there, and then it locks in. So what we are going to do first is we're going to do the upper rack. This is going to be on the driver's side. And it's just for the orientation, it's going to say the bracket is going to say left. All right, it looks like that. Now, once again, what I do is I don't mess around. I put a little bit of Loctite on it. It's not going to hurt. I just do the medium strength Loctite. And once again, you've got copper that you're screwing into, and I'm going to screw it in by hand first. That way you're sure that you're not cross threading. If you cross thread this, you're in a mess of hurt. So you definitely don't want to do that. I always do go a little overboard when it comes to stuff like this, but Loctite just You just don't want anything to rattle. I was really impressed the way everything fits. It just fits really super tight and snug. Now the specs say that we need to tighten this, so this is going to be a 7/32 LN, and the specs say we need to tighten it to 20 pounds, so that's what we're going to do. And actually right now you can just take it and screw it all the way down. Saves a little bit of time that way. Take your time. Be methodical. It's not important. No. Okay. Remember, this is your air valve. I'm going to flip this over like this. All right. We're going to put this plate on like that. And now we're going to put this bracket. And you've got to make sure that you get the orientation correct. A little bit of Loctite on there again. Once again, so the orientation of this, if you look at the side, the slant part right here goes towards the valve side, all right, because I flipped it over towards the valve side. This angle right here goes towards the inside. All right. Bring it all the way down. Nicely threaded. $20 pounds of torque. Good. Check the other side again. So this is going to be on the driver's side. So it's going to be like this. This is the one thing, you're only going to see it here, but I'm going to collapse this airbag. And let me show you how I'm going to do that. Go to the store, get yourselves some zip ties. And the reason why I do this is so it makes it a little bit easier to get it inside of the truck. It's a little tough to put it in there if you don't. So I'm going to go like this. That's the right way. Go like that. I'm going to bring it around like this. And you really can do it. Put it on the floor like this. You're going to see it here first. All right. Nobody else does this. Try to get it as collapsed as you can. Just tighten it down. All right. Still think I could get it a little bit more. Like that. That's the way it's supposed to look. All right, let's go over and we're going to go back into underneath the truck, but I've got another little trick. All right. All I'm going to do is make a little separation from the truck and the chassis. I'm not lifting anything off the ground. Nothing's happening that's dangerous here, okay? Nothing that I need to put jacks under. that's in a pretty good position right there. That's where it needs to be. I think that's what I have here. That's what I have here. I'm gonna be happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Little bit of heartburn about the way it's working. See, when this goes in there like that, that's what that's supposed to do. Bring that all the way up, and you just finger tight it for now. I'm going to take another one of these to the back side. Take this. All I'm doing is putting that flange nut on it. Put another flange nut on it. This right here, we're just going to put right back over here onto this thing. Put that back, and they provide you a nut and a washer here. Remember that nut I told you that you didn't need anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's this baby right here. All right. That's in. Okay, so now your ABS line and all that's back together again. Now when you tighten down this flange here, you see this flange, you want to make sure you've tightened them down evenly. So, and then we're going to torque that. As even as you can. I got to get the torque wrench, I'm going to torque that down. Since they don't have a U-bolt, you got to be aware, if you have a BMW aftermarket hitch like I got, you got to fish this kind of through there like this. Just bring it up and fish it through like that. You saw me fish this through, so I'm going to take this bolt and fish it through that eyelet. There you go. Now don't forget about the orientation of this thing either. All right, so we're good to go there. So now I'm going to lower down the truck so the airbags. So the airbag, now make sure that you be careful that there's no pinching going on, but it should just sit right there on that striker. Okay. Watch yourself. Okay. I think this goes over to this side. Yeah. That's better. All right. It's just awkward, you know, it's just awkward the way it goes in, but once it's in, you go, it's pretty easy. It's just getting this bag in the right position. Okay, you don't want to tighten these too much because we still need to put this U-bolt goes around this right here and it passes through. You're gonna see me put it, you gotta wiggle it around a little bit, make sure it gets in there. Now we'll get that in the right position. Get these babies. Get these babies. Even Steven. We're just about there. Just got to make sure that this handle's not in the way by any chance. It doesn't look like it is. Nope. So that's good. Tighten these babies. I don't like this thing. Why? I don't know why that thing is hanging like that. I'm gonna have to strap that up. Don't forget, you've got that little eyelid bolt there, so you got to put a wrench on it so it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, let's torque this thing down. Okay, that's torqued. Alright, we've torqued everything down the way it's supposed to be. This airbag's looking around really weird, but it'll be fine once it gets air in it. Get everything torqued down. Got to put our air lines in. That's it. And I got to put a heat shield on this exhaust pipe, but I showed you the left side did exactly the same on the right side, so just remember that it's all the same. So this flange nut over here that holds the ABS brake, make sure you tighten that and just snug that. On the air line, I just cut it in half, but I didn't worry about making a clean cut yet because it's not going to be my last cut because I don't want a bunch of leftover that I have to roll up. So I'm going to run this through and make sure you don't get no dirt in it, but I'm going to run this through the same line as the electrical. And I'll zip tie that off and then we'll have it come out probably around here. So right here by where the license plate is. So that's what we're going to do. Basically, I followed the same line as the wiring harness and just zip tied to the wiring harness. And then I cut it. I'm just going to put it, make sure that it's not going to rub on anything, because you know you don't want it to rub on anything. So that in time that it's going to rub a opening. Not like you can't get any line, any new stuff, but I just don't want it to, and you can't have any sharp angles. So then you just put it in the hole, put it in there like that, and then you pull on it, and then there it is, and it's in. So I want to make sure that I have something here that it's not going to, I think I'm going to do that right there. Put it too tight because I don't want it to rub. I think that's going to work just great. There you go. All right, what this is right here, what I'm doing right here is called a heat shield. These pipe clamps that were provided by Airlift around the exhaust pipe and put the heat shield on. Super important to put the heat shield on, because these doggone pipes get so stinking hot now because when they go into regen. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. All right, I'm gonna pump this up to both airbags at 50 pounds. Like I said, I don't like the mechanical, I don't like the automatic air compressors, just too many connections. I like the manual, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna pump these up real quick. That's 50. Now I'm gonna pump up the other one to 50. All right, I'm gonna go check for leaks, put some soapy water, and that's it. If you like what we do, subscribe to our channel. This is just us preparing our truck for pulling a fifth wheel. As we told you, our fifth wheel year. Our next video, I think we're going to do our how-to videos when we put our fifth wheel connector on. So that's going to be something else too to see. So again, subscribe, give us a like, and ring the bell for our next video. Till the next time. All right, this is where I put the finish lines. Put it right there by my plate. Worked out great. Just put the plugs on them. That's it. There you go. It's a done deal.